We'll be all right. Here we go. We're going live. And so you can't see this just yet, but I have a chat here on my left here, so maybe I can find a way to let you in. Maybe I can just share the screen. Let's see.
Yeah.
No. It says no. We're not sharing that screen.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. Let me try.
Don't mind.
Let me try again. Let's see what we got here. Oh, by the way, if we're live, if you're there, people, hola. Thanks for coming. I see Laura Malcolm here. Listen, everybody just chat along with us. We're just having fun today. Our first live for all of you members, all of you people who decided to support us with the money and not just the likes. We love you for that. But hey, if you're watching, or if you like it, or if you don't like it, or if you comment, anytime you engage with us, we're here for it. We appreciate you. So we're giving this back. Welcome, everybody. You know me. My name is Bruce Lively, and we also have with us...
Hi, my name is Julia, or Jules, if you watch the channel.
Yes. Speaking of that, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think this is like my first time doing a live sort of thing. I've seen these happen. Sometimes I feel like I'm an old grandma with technology and stuff like this, because I see these things happen, and I'm like, how are they... Oh, this is happening right now.
Yeah.
Wow, this new fandangled technology is like
these crazy kids in there.
Right.
And they're new technologies. So when I first tried this, it was years ago when I was doing the other channel. Laura Malcolm is actually a fan of the other channel and of my two other channels. But anyway, yeah, so I started to try and do lives there, and getting used to it was the hardest part. Like just not being able to press stop and start again.
Yeah, actually, I thought about that, and I was like, oh, I gotta be careful what I say.
Right.
That's gonna be out there. No way to edit that. So.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, so really quick, I just want to make sure everybody can hear us, both of us well. If you're chatting, only the members can chat. This one is open for everyone to see because I figured this is our first one, and we want to show them how cool and awesome we are. But only the members can chat. That's what you get. After that, probably only the members will even be able to see it after this. So become a member or join. With the, monetarily, that also works. Or you can go to Patreon as well. Team Box Cutter Patreon. It all supports the channel. Now, how are you, Jules? How you been?
I'm good. Yeah, I was just telling you that I'm currently part of this holiday show that I'm doing with one of the opera companies in town. Mm-hmm. And the rehearsals are pretty grueling, and the rehearsal schedule is a lot. And so I'm just like hanging on there. Honestly, I've just been thinking, let's get the show done. Let's do the show. Haven't even been thinking about the holidays or like Christmas, getting gifts and all of that stuff. Hanukkah starts.
Oh my gosh. That's right. Do you guys even celebrate Hanukkah at all, or even any reference to it in the home?
Yeah, because my dad's family is Jewish, mm-hmm. but they don't go to the synagogue and all that stuff. But he did have a bar mitzvah, but they're not super, super religious. But really, it's like my mom, the Christian one, is the one that's like, we gotta do Hanukkah this year, we gotta light the candles and say the prayer and all that stuff. And I'm like,
that is so awesome.
That's the one prayer that I know, the Hanukkah prayer. That's the one prayer that I know, the Hanukkah prayer.
Let me hear it.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech halom asher kedishanu b'mitzvasav v'tzivanu lahadlich ner shel Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah!
Woo! Everybody, thank you for that excellent rendition.
I hope nobody out there actually like speaks Hebrew, because that was probably pretty bad.
It's all right. Everyone here thought it was amazing, I'm sure. Tell us, Laura. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to see if I can let you see my the chat that we got going on. If not, I'll relay whatever's being said to you. If that many people show up, this is our first one, but it's being recorded, and you guys will be able to see it later. So if you're not live with us now, you're here later. All right. So I wanted to get some stuff started, man. I had some juicy topics. Now, I know that you said you know of Outkast, right? And you
yeah, you know, I was actually talking about Outkast with my cousin the other week, because he was wearing like it was either an Outkast shirt or like Andre 3000 or something.
Right.
And I was like, I've heard of them. Yeah. I'm sure that I've heard their music. I'm just so bad at remembering the names of artists or bands that I listen to. I'll remember the song.
Unless they're opera.
No, it's still the same. And honestly, people who sing opera, like, they don't have really like stage names. They have just their regular names, but it's people from all over the world. Like, there are a lot of international, you know, opera's international. So there's no way I'm remembering those names. No way.
Well, I didn't know you were that lame. I apologize.
I'm so sorry. I know I try to keep it hidden, but now it's out there for the world.
Now it's out there for the world. Well,
sorry.
Andre 3000, which is only a top 5 rapper in the history of rap on Earth. A member of Outkast.
In the universe.
In the universe. Multiple Grammy Award winning Outkast. So anyway, this guy. You guys out there, if you clicked on this, this is really what you wanted to hear about. Because people like me, excuse me, ooh, that's some ash right there. People like me who who grew up and loved hip hop were waiting for Andre 3000 to come. He was my favorite rapper. For me, he's on like top number 1 or 2, not top 5. Waiting patiently for this guy to come out and bless us with some music, some unbelievable, unthinkable music, unique music. And he came out. It's unbelievable. It's unique. It's not hip hop. It's not hip hop. So I'm gonna let you guys watch. Just if you don't know what we're talking about, and if you just want some more context, I'm gonna let you watch, if it allows me to, your boy Andre 3000 talking to what is it, USA in the morning, whatever it is, CBS Morning, and we're gonna come back after that and just talk about, number one, my disappointment, whether it's warranted, whether I'm being too, possessive of others' art, or just the whole idea, on the other hand, of what does an artist owe to their fan base? Do they owe anything to their fan base? And what does a fan base need to expect of an artist if not to grow? So we're gonna go over all of that. The ideal way is to maybe get everybody else involved. You guys in the chat, I can see you, so let me know, and let's watch this. Let's see if we can find this. Hopefully I don't get that ridiculous error message again. Okay. Hold on. The pinwheel of death. And the people like there you go. I'm gonna leave it so they can at least see you. They were only seeing my screen like and a pinwheel. So let me move my screen so they can see you. Be entertained. Oh, so while we're waiting, I want you to tell them about I want you to tell them just a little bit about the new series coming up of you either getting taught lessons, right? New music lessons, things something you haven't learned before, or teaching vocal lessons to those who don't know. It's gonna be hilarious. Let us know what you did with that so far.
Yeah, so far, I wrangled in one of my friends actually from high school. I've actually known him since middle school, and we've been in band together like in middle school and high school, and I even remember back in the day, there was this big event that we would have at school, Relay for Life, where we would fundraise and raise money for cancer and all that stuff. And there was always a talent show kind of portion. And one year, David was like, hey, you want to be in the talent show and I'll play the guitar and you sing? And I was like, I hadn't really done any singing stuff. Like my friends kind of knew I liked to sing, but I wasn't like out there with it. Yeah. I hadn't come out with like my passion for singing really yet.
Hidden like your lameness. Yes, we know.
Yeah, I was a band geek at that point. No shame. And so yeah, we decided to collaborate. We sang that song Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen, or I know he sings it. The one from Shrek.
A few people do get the I do get the fail message. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
So we have a history of, collaborating together. And so I asked him if he wanted to come over and give me a guitar lesson. And I have tried to learn the guitar before, and literally every time I remember that, if you're going to really play, you're going to get calluses on your fingers. And I'm,
That's when you stop?
Yeah, I was like, I have to cut my nails? I'm gonna get calluses? Buy lotion, okay?
Oh my God.
Specifically for this. If you need some lotion, Doug, I'm gonna send that to you.
Please send it. Please send it. I need it badly.
Gotta stay moisturized, man.
What? And you see, my hands, I don't even know if you guys can see them. That is a callus. Bam! Drum, yeah, and it's tough. Drums. I got drum hands, baby. I like them. Don't be a wuss. Oh, this one just came.
I wasn't about that life. I'm sorry.
This one just came the other day. I was playing hard. I was mad.
But see, I think, when you have those calluses, it's a sign that you are, like, you're a craftsman, Like, you really are passionate about it and you're practicing and you're doing the thing, which I super respect. It's just, it's just not for me.
Well, that's what's up. I am indeed. I'll take the craftsman compliment.
I will say though, I was proud of myself for the end result. The process was pretty cringy, so you guys are gonna see that. You'll see me suffer.
It's gonna be hilarious, I'm sure. Or I really wanted to, I won't spoil. I wanted to see you teaching the other person that we're still trying to get to come.
Yeah, well,
yes.
I'm still working on persuading him, although it was his idea in the first place to do this, which I reminded him of. I'll eventually get him on the channel, and I'm sure everybody will be shocked. Yeah.
All right, guys, look out for that. Unfortunately for you, Jules, you're the only one who won't be able to see this, but you'll be able to hear it.
Okay, that's fine.
Everybody, Andre 3000 and his new unique album. Let's talk about this. Here we go.
The rare interview with.
Up. Here we go. It's coming.
Andre
It is not like it,
3000,
you
best
guys.
known as one half of the legendary hip-hop duo Outkast.
Oh, come on! All right, let's try to stop it, guys. Let's try to stop it. You're hearing all the. It sounds like it's just breaking up. I think I got too many things open at once. I tried to be.
Oh no!
I tried to be technically savvy. I am not. So that was what I hid.
Oh God!
That's what I hid. Okay, hold on. Let's do.
But
this
I did know that song. I know that song. That's
yes.
Super famous, popular song. Of course. I was like, I know that I know their songs. I just didn't know it was them.
What's even funnier is when they did that song, that was like such a departure from hip hop.
This video, which is just over 2 minutes long,
got a commercial. So yeah, they were hip hop, Southern hip hop, the beginning of Southern hip hop being recognized as real hip hop, which is unfortunate. But when they came out with that, people were like, "Oh my God, what is Andre doing? He's going away from hip hop altogether," and now it's seen as a classic. But this time, he goes even farther.
Who didn't love that song in that video? I'll go first. Nobody. We love that. Outkast has sold more than 23 million albums and won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Grammy Awards, and Andre is now up for 2 more Grammys this year for his work with rapper Killer Mike. Now, fans have wanted a solo album from this legend for a very long time, but as Anthony Mason tells us, when Andre dropped a surprise record back in November, his new musical direction wasn't exactly what the people expected.
Yeah. Andre 3000 was trying out a new instrument, a Chinese gourd flute. Where did you find it?
On Etsy.
You go shopping for flutes?
Yeah. Sometimes the algorithm will send you ads for flutes now, and sometimes they're actually dope. So yeah, it's I actually love it now.
All right, guys in the chat, let me know if you're still there.
Here
I
at
haven't
Rick
seen you say
Rubin's
nothing in a minute.
Shangri-La Studios in Malibu, one of the most influential rappers in hip-hop recorded his new instrumental album. The first song on New Blue Sun is titled, "I Swear I Really Wanted to Make a Rap Album, but this is literally the way the wind blew me this time."
Even on the artwork, it says no bar. So if you're disappointed, man, I don't know what else I could do. We have been waiting 17 years for this to release a new album, and it's all fluke.
Many were, to say the least.
Okay,
I don't like when people are upset a little bit.
Stop there.
Oh.
So
I sense that he went on a spiritual journey, and this is where it led him, the Chinese gourd flute. Respect.
Oh man. I listened to it. I said to myself, I'm going to listen to this thing. It's good, but I mean, I wanted to hear the top 5. I wanted to hear the dude who helped me grow up, who I looked to, for reference to how I should handle life. Literally, this is how we do music. We have a whole show where we talk about what music means to us, or how it affects people. And of course, I'm being selfish by saying that. But I'm just wondering, what do you think? How much of that is warranted? Is it selfish? What side would you fall on if you had to think about it?
Well, I think that it sounds just like meditation music, like Zen music you listen to meditate.
It is exactly that. We're gonna have his music in the background. zenning it out while we talk. Go ahead.
I would say that when you've become that famous, you know, like he has, and you've had all of these super popular songs, and you're so well known for a certain thing, you just
You see?
what is happening?
This is his music.
You just can't help but like for people to have certain expectations of you. And I don't think that there's anything really wrong with that. That's just kind of how I feel like logically, practically, that's just kind of how it ends up. Like, you know you're famous for something, you know that that's kind of what's expected of you. And I don't think that, I think he should be able to do whatever he wants, like, but at the same time, when you're that famous, I feel like there's always some sort of responsibility that you have, you know, to the fans that have supported you this whole time. And it's sort of, that seems like a major shocker. And I don't really know what to say about it, because like I would love for him to be able to express himself any sort of way he wants, like what he's doing, and not to be shamed for it. But at the same time, I know that if I were one of his like diehard fans, I would definitely be disappointed. I would.
And that's what it comes down to. You said the right word. That's it. Disappointed. I don't have the right to tell him what to do with his art. Yeah. Sure. And to be honest with you, okay, so after listening to what you're saying, you guys let me know in the comment section here. This is what I think I fall on it now. Disappointed, yes. As an artist who has a voice, you got a platform given to you by the public, I think you may have certain responsibilities. Politically, socially, sure. Personally, for me, no, you don't have a responsibility to me personally to make music I want to hear. Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, it is actually pretty good. It's something you could turn on and just kind of go through your day. If you know, yeah,
I listen to it to fall asleep too.
Yep, that's what's up. I made some meditation music myself, so I understand it. But it's just disappointing. So yeah, I think you're right. When you have a platform, you have certain responsibilities, but one of them isn't to please me. If you think you're doing something in the world that's making a difference and it's the right thing, then go, you're all for it. Fine. But dang, man, really?
It's just like, it's such a drastic difference that it's so shocking.
It's like you're playing it. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, I was with
literally on the opposite side of what you were doing before.
It's like you did it to spite us. Like, we've been talking about you coming out for so long. And then, Jules, he's been like on everybody else's album, a verse or two here, and it's still banging. It's still important what he's saying. And every time his own words are, well, I don't really feel I have a lot to rap about. Knack Up, you've been rapping. You haven't stopped rapping. You're just not rapping for yourself anymore. Like, I've heard you rapping on Killer Mike's album, new album coming out. You rapped on Wheezy's joint. You rapped with J. Cole. So, anyway, I'm not his dad. I cannot tell him what to do. But man, I'm disappointed. Listen to this. Yeah, man. All right, next story. Fine.
That's really funny.
Fine.
That's really funny.
I accept you, Andre, for who you are. And I accept your art as an expression of yourself. I'm disappointed. But
this is kind of making me think of it's just I'm just thinking, he went from like hip hop, rap, the super Western kind of music to just a whole nother culture, like
Right.
Chinese, It's not even Western music anymore. It's not even like he started, doing ballads or anything.
You know what? I think you hit it on the head. The C word. Culture.
Yeah, it's not even music that even Americans really relate to in our culture.
You were a part of the culture. So maybe you did so wait a minute now. This is the culture that put you on. You can advance the culture, move the culture forward. But completely moving over to a different this is the instrument from an entirely different culture, entirely different voice, entirely different sound that comes from a different place and culture over thousands of years, right? That's not the same thing as just advancing the culture that you helped to start or that has given you so much. So no, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
I may have been too magnanimous on what I feel you might owe or not owe.
I will say though, I mean, I know I'm the one that brought this up, but I do kind of like that he's interested in music from other cultures. Honestly, when I took that class in college about it was what was it called? World music. It was just like world music. So you listen to music from other regions of the world and see how the foundations of their music are different from the foundations of our music that was created here. And I liked learning about that and listening to all the other types of music because I could see how, you could create so many different kinds of sounds and you could appreciate so many different cultures through the same form of music,
Yeah.
And so I do kind of like that he's acknowledging, that there's other forms of music out there that are also
Good.
amazing and beautiful and cool. But I do see what you're saying.
All right.
I can see both sides of it.
All right. Yeah. You're right. You're 100% right. 100% right. All right. Bob Marley. You a Bob Marley fan?
It's kind of funny because my mom's Jamaican, like from Jamaica. Her side of the family's Jamaican. And I've listened to Bob Marley, before, but honestly, she's not a super big Bob Marley fan.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't grown up really listening to him a lot, but I know, most of his songs and his music. Yeah.
Okay, so that's funny because I'm Jamaican too, and my parents aren't really big Bob Marley fan, but like I think the really older, like my parents were in the 70s, right? So they they weren't down with the Bob Marley thing. They were more like for real, like they wanted like 50s American music, like OJ's or Nat King Cole and stuff like that. That was the stuff that not their own reggae that was happening where they were. But I think it's because of class issues, a class difference in Jamaica, right?
I agree.
So if you listen to that Jamaican music, even though you're in Jamaica, you're one of those over there. But if you're with the posh, if you're posh enough, you can listen to the American.
Yes, that's a thing. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yep.
Because there's like this sort of, we don't listen to that.
Let's talk about
it. Yeah. They're like this. They're like super posh, like you said, and I'm like, what? But it's from your culture. It's like Jamaican. What are you talking about?
So since we're here, I'm gonna go all the way in. I'm sure somebody will appreciate this. I believe it's the same thing that happened in black culture where you have light skin versus dark skin. Right? Or when people could pass and some people couldn't. Like when people are oppressed enough, you can get them to break themselves down. To this one, it's how you do it actually. Like one's in the house and one's out here. That's how you make sure that you can keep a certain amount right. And unfortunately, that same brainwashing, my own parents have it. It's a brainwashing that goes, well, anything that's too of my culture isn't that good. I don't see it as special, as good, because they have been beat down to believe that over time that they're not that good. That Western stuff over there is obviously better.
Yeah, well, you know, I would say it probably comes from,
and
like,
it's passed down. Just that
yeah,
poshness.
I was thinking it was coming from, you know, the British, like, because they were a British colony.
Well, yeah, that's
and
exactly what I
so
mean. So I say West,
That's,
but I
but
mean,
yeah, I
yeah.
mean,
So that they were
yeah.
the British colony. You know, they were enslaved there too. But more than just that, this go way past slavery. We're just talking about the idea of what's normalized, right? So when you said you took world music, how much do you want to bet around the world? All music it's not you may have American music, Chinese music, this music, that music. There's no West music, right? You know, it's all music, like because they get everything. But we're so locked here that when you hear a flute, we're like, whose culture is that? Whereas you may have heard all of this in India. You hear American music, you hear Chinese, you might hear something that's popping off on K-pop. You might also hear the next thing that's Iraqi hip hop or something like that. You're gonna hear a whole lot more different stuff. That's
Yeah,
more open to it.
I see what you're saying. Like, we are so kind of engulfed in our own culture, in our own, you know, melting pot of music and the things that we have here.
Yeah.
But like, people
you see it
in other parts of the world, they know about us. They know about things that are going on here. They know about, like, they learn English and their language. We learn English and English.
Yes.
Sometimes we don't even learn English very well.
Right. Let's be honest. And you're special if you know Spanish. Even though Spanish speaking people make up about 13% of your population, you're still special if you know Spanish. But yeah, so I think there's a ingrained idea that what is Western culture, classical music, 12-note scale, 4/4, 3/4, like what we do in our pop music, and all the way from, you know, whatever America had or England had before that, is just seen as better than whatever it is you came up with. Like you and then instinctively you have to realize that once you get a little money and you get around a certain people, all of them believe that. So you know what I mean? So you have to, you know, you become the outsider. If you have a certain status, you don't want to be seen with that. Anyway, I just thought that was hilarious in my house because I used to be so mad. Everybody would be like, "Oh, you're Jamaican. Well, what about this? What about that?" I don't know. I listened to Dolly Parton growing up. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's a really funny that you say that, because I remember growing up, spending time at my grandparents' house, and the thing that would always be on the television, like playing all the time, were westerns, like old westerns that my Jamaican grandfather, that was like the only thing he watched.
That's it. That's all my dad talks about. Friggin' westerns and John Wayne.
Yeah.
Like, you guys didn't even have cowboys and Indians in Jamaica. What are you watching?
I know. I was like, maybe is this because this is sort of old, old Hollywood kind of old.
It's because that's all the TV they got when they were their age. All you got was the westerns and the whatever America allowed to come out, which was imperialism is good.
Yeah. Well, that's crazy for me to think about, because my mom talks about, like, you know, this program would come on a certain day at a certain time, and we only got a few channels, you know, that we'd be able to watch. It's like,
for a long time, there was only one channel. Only one.
Yeah.
And then I guess like when other networks started to come, when Jamaica had their own news network, it was a gigantic thing. Like, oh wow, we got 3 channels now, blah blah blah. Or everybody had a satellite dish, if not, and that's what you would get. So anyway, seeing that we have a background in Jamaica, and I know somehow this has already gone so long. Jeez, I'll make this the last thing. I just want to know what you think about the new movie coming up. You won't see it, but you'll be able to hear it. And it's called Bob Marley, One Love. New movie. Let me see who's in it while I press play. Yes. The rebellion of my computer is real. It's very real. It's like, bro, you got Zoom, you got OBS. Like, what are you doing? I think Laura Malcolm said she was leaving to go wrangle up some more people, but then hasn't returned yet. all the fans from the Team Box Cutter channel. All right, let me stop this so we stop hearing all that skipping. Let's rewind this. Okay, so it's the trailer for the movie Bob Marley, One Love. What is going on with this stupid phone? Who's in it? Man, if it wasn't a 100-page essay under this comment section, I could actually know who it is. My God. That's why they're on strike. There's a lot of people there. So Bob Marley, One Love in theaters 2024. I'll give you the play-by-play. Right here. Big, gigantic concert, obviously in Jamaica. I know exactly what this looks like. Very recreational, was very popular live show that everybody knows.
Oh, you like jamming? Oh, you want to start?
Oh, you want to start? I feel like I know this guy's face, who's playing him, but I don't know his name. Ah!
I mean,
anyway,
you have
whatever.
To wait for it to load, sort of,
before
you play it.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to make it go fast, and it's not gonna work. It ain't working out. But so, do you know who Ben Adair is?
Ben Ladier Kinsley?
No, I'm sorry, wrong way around. Kingsley Ben Adair.
Kingsley Ben Adair. Just look him up. Oh, he looks sort of familiar.
Yeah, like I've seen him in 1 or 2 things before.
Let me see. Oh, he was in the Barbie movie.
Oh, wow. I still haven't seen that yet. Do you like it?
Yeah, it was cute. I bought this pink tank top to wear to it. I wore pink. But
you bought that
cute.
tank top right there to wear?
Literally this one, I bought it to go see the movie.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. I made my boyfriend wear pink too.
That's not right. Why would you do something like that?
No, he's okay with it. He's man enough. Come on.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
Yeah. But
that's what's up.
What, he was in Eternals? Have you seen that? Some Marvel.
Oh yes, that's where I know him from. Yes.
Okay. He's also in World War Z, and he's been in some things. Yeah.
I think Laura Malcolm actually went to a whole different place to talk to me because it's so laggy on my computer.
I know.
Oh, epic fail. Listen, guys, it's our first live Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it.
Oh man, it's been fun. I had fun.
All right, she says it's the problem with she says it's the problem because I have so many other screens open, which is 101, right? But are you looking forward to seeing Bob Marley, the legend, the movie, One Love? Anybody can answer, but I'm asking you.
Yeah, I'll go see it.
I think I need to see that. I think I owe it. I owe it to my culture, Andre.
Right? Yeah.
I know, Andre 3000. Remember that. I owe it to my culture to go see Bob Marley, One Love. It looks like it's good too. Let's see. I got rid of all the other tabs. Let's see if it shows. If we can listen to this.
Reggae is people music.
No. You lied, Laura.
It was close.
You lied. Oh well. So I'll tell you one thing I found really interesting in this. When I saw the trailer, there's a part in it where the guy says to him, "They tried to kill you twice, and yet you're back in Jamaica doing this show." And of course,
like people in Jamaica tried to.
Yes, and so that's kind of like the cliffhanger. Like, wait a minute, what? And I think back to all the stories, and I do remember, if I, like from my uncles and people who are still there, that it was contemptuous. It was contemptuous because he was such a revolutionary, trying to bring down capitalism, talking about forget your money, we don't need your schools. And he would go to Europe with these ideas and get, thousands of people. It scared governments. It actually scared governments around the world. And they had hits out for him in Jamaica. So I don't know the full context, which is why I want that movie. I want to know, did Jamaica have that problem with him? Or was it people getting paid? That's crazy.
Right, or because I thought he was super popular.
He
was. But was he just popular?
He was popular
with the people,
amongst the people, right?
And not with
governments and leaders. Were like, this guy is a rabble rouser. He's gonna turn people against. He's gonna turn people against capitalism. Because a lot of his songs ended up being just. We know the Don't Worry, Be Happy, but the No Woman, No Cry or the Buffalo Soldier, One Love, was anti-Catholicism, right? Preacher man, don't tell me, and it was anti-capitalism, anti-government. And people are, in the hippie days, were already a problem to government.
I was just thinking of that. Yeah,
we did a show on it. That actually caused strife in people's nations. These musicians who affected change, and that's a responsibility I think that an artist does have. We talked about that, I think, or at least we had a show about that. Personal feelings about that. What do you think?
What exactly is the question?
What do you think about the idea that the artist has that responsibility, even to the extent of him might have losing his life for singing singing truth to power, but the responsibility that an artist who has a lot of influence and power, just by them being as popular as they are, have that responsibility to social change, even if it could harm them.
Yeah.
Is that necessary? Is that required? That type of thing.
Yeah, I don't really know how to answer that because I just keep thinking to things like, I don't know, Jesus on the cross. He had that responsibility. Did he have to sacrifice himself? Or, presidents who've been assassinated or something, they have this big responsibility to the nation.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes they have to risk their lives and put themselves in danger and other people in danger, but they have a responsibility to like try to make the world a better place, I guess. So I guess when you have enough power that you can make these changes happen, it does seem like without even wanting to or without even really knowing, you do get this sort of responsibility that then you have to
Right.
Yeah.
I'm here
that then
with
you
you.
have to do something with.
Yeah. And I think many people, if somebody sees this and they're not, a music educator, or I don't know why you'd be on the MCs, but just because this was an awesome topic you wanted to check out, you might hear something like that and go, well, we're talking about musicians, not presidents.
Yeah.
But I would beg to say, I think that's the point. The reason why musicians get that power, that popularity, that prestige, is because it's that important. For some reason, humans think the music, the necessity for that art is that important, that they gave you that power.
Yeah, and I will say, actually, this is something that I've talked to my boyfriend about, and we'll have these conversations about, like, the people that kind of hold power here in the U.S. are celebrities, singers. Like, I mean, they don't really mean to, but those are the people that we kind of look to, and we're invested in what they think, what they say about certain things, sometimes even more so than our own government, I think.
Most of the time. I mean, that's why they have endorsements.
Yeah.
That's why they make commercials.
And so it's like they do have a certain power that they can wield in any way that they would like. They can say something about a certain topic, and people will be talking about that,
Mm-hmm.
and people will listen to them.
They can wield with responsibility or without responsibility. I think that's you only have two choices. And so I think ignoring topics is as irresponsible. Now, that may be something that's different. And, I let you guys answer in the comment section. That's what we'll do. I'll leave this one open. We know if you have power, you have responsibility to say the things that help and not hurt. That's your responsibility, right? But if your job is to make people dance and you think that ignoring things like that, period, you're still doing your responsibility, by making people dance, by giving them the out. Or is ignoring topics that you know are important, like politics when it's necessary, genocide, murder, things that you know that are necessary to talk about, that you know are in your zeitgeist and you know about. Is it irresponsible to not talk about it, to ignore it when you have that platform? And I'll let you guys answer that one in the comment section. I like that. This was awesome, Jules. I like it.
Yeah, this is fun.
Nice and fun.
I don't know how we got into some serious topics, but
that's what happens. Everything, the list I have is just a starting off point. But with me, it's gonna end up somewhere ridiculous.
That's true. I was like, wait, how did we get here?
It's all from One Love, from the new Bob Marley movie coming out. I think they said September 2024. I'll be watching for that. I'll be listening to Andre 3000 reluctantly, but it is good. And I feel like I need to give it a chance before I absolutely poo-poo on him.
Maybe he'll get channel. Some people into. He's probably boosted the Etsy market right now.
Yeah, he just did. That's for sure. When he said that.
That's so funny.
Ain't no more flutes available on Etsy. Oh, they're all sold out.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy. That's
maybe
crazy.
He'll get some people into meditation. I don't know.
Yeah.
Help some people fall asleep at night.
Whatever good he can do with that, I'm all for it. I'm gonna take the flutes and sample them and make hip hop beats out of them.
Oh, okay.
That'll be my contribution from him to the culture. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Laura Malcolm. Thank you for the other people that were inside the Google chat. If I missed you, it's all love. We'll do this again. We'll try and do it like once a month. I know you guys who pay for it. We give you this as a perk, so we'll be a lot more consistent. Thank you for supporting us. Spread the word. Let's get this channel to 7,000. We're at Let's get this channel to 7,000.
If people comment topics that we could talk about on the lives.
Yes, exactly. As a matter of fact, if you watch this, besides answering that question in the comment section, give us more topics that we can talk about in the live. And we'll see you next time. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jules.
Bye.
Bye. And we'll stop this stream.